And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Play action. Ryan. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make it 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They send McCaffrey in motion right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 44, Lance. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And Lance now to throw. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Ryan. He's got his man. It's Pierce. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Ryan. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Here we go. Here we go. Black shot. Yellow.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's got it inside the 10.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Working from the gun, Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st down, Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Ryan complete to Taylor on the slant. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing again, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw pulled in by Woods. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, Ryan. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
To throw again is Ryan. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2.
21! Hey, bye-bye.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. To throw forward is Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Lance now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, They spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They send McCaffrey in motion right. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
They send McCaffrey in motion right.
Right through. Right. Black ultra. Red cycle. Black red.
On first down, Lance. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now it's 2nd and 9. Ryan. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
That one finds Pierce right side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Now Ryan. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. 4th down. Here's Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Again, Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Ryan. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Ryan. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw is Ryan. Pass incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do you do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. That's Samuel. Caught left side. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Lance. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Ryan. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Ryan's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Ryan. Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken a 4th quarter lead. Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Here's Ryan. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Lance back to throw. Finding Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's Lance. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Now Lance steps away. This will be caught at Samuel. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. One final try now for Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.